What is going on, ladies and genitals? YOTESLAYA here, bringing you a special Borderlands 2 video. A lot lately, people have been wanting to see my Siren build, so I figured I would show you guys that now. If you want to see my Necromancer build after this, let me know. It's also a level 50 legendary Necromancer all the way on 2.5 playthrough. But a lot of people has been asking me to see this, so I figured I would show you guys now. I'll go over the legendaries that I've got, stuff like that. But I figured to start off, you guys would want to see my skill tree. I'll explain some things, why I did things differently, a little bit different, but this is basically a farm build. This really isn't anything special, but it works good for me. Right here on the left, for the ward, I've got the, hang on, let me show you guys what this legendary mod does first. The legendary Siren mod, it's got +5 to all those and increases movement speed by 45% when phase locked. That's why you see me phase lock so many people when I'm running, because you can just phase lock and then go a lot faster. But it's got +5 to all those skills. You can see their ward accelerate, mind's eye, flicker, and foresight. Gun damage 28% plus, cooldown rate plus 35%. So that is what it is. And a lot of people, I'll explain some things. You can see here that my ward skill is actually improves your shield capacity and your shield recharge delay, and I've got 10 of 5. That's basically because I got that +5 on my legendary Siren. Now a lot of people only want to put one spot or one point in there because it's at +5, making that a 6, and a lot of people say you're wasting your skill points if you put more than one in when you got a mod that gives it +5 plus whatever plus. But I beg to differ. You can see my shield capacity is +50%, which is awesome. And then the shield recharge delay is -80%. That's why my shield recharges so fast. And at 10 of 5, if that was at 5 of 5, it'd be like maybe 30% and maybe 60% or something like that. But because I've got 10 of them in there, that's why my shield is so powerful. In Borderlands, your shield is what matters. Maximum health means nothing. We've all been there, done that. As soon as your shield is done, you're done more times than not. Over here, I've got 6 of 5 of the accelerate. I got that +5 from the mod. Increases increases damage and bullet speed with all gun types. That's pretty decent. Increases duration of phase lock. That's basically just, increases my phase lock so I could run faster for longer. Like I said, this is a farming build. And then right here, my phase lock ability now pulls nearby enemies toward the original target. So if you've seen me phase lock and they go up into that little aura and then it sucks all those enemies in there, that makes it a lot. I like it because they can't shoot at you while they're doing it and gives you a couple seconds to kind of recover or whatnot. I didn't use any of these. If you're a Siren, you can go check out all these. I mean, the cooldown rate, the phase lock, I'm not really big on the phase lock, other than I wanted a longer duration. Some of these would be good if you're big into phase locking. So going to the middle tree here, the harmony right here, increases critical hit damage and melee damage. I got +5 with my mod on, and I probably should put at least 1 in that spot. I didn't because, like I said, this is a farming mod. Once I respec that, all the ones with the mod will have a spot open, or I'll have at least 1 in there. But basically what this does, gives you some life orbs when you're phase locked to kind of rebuild your maximum health, whatever. You gain increased fire rate and damage right here with this one, and that's why I phase lock one guy and then I'll shoot the rest around him, and it kind of does work. This isn't the best build at all. People just asked to see it, so that's why I explained it. Now this right here is the biggest thing that I started doing, especially when we started farming like Vermivorous and stuff like that. You can instantly revive a friend and fight for your life by using phase lock or him or her. That's just basically you phase lock him and it picks him up. You don't have to run over and actually revive him, and that makes it's really awesome. If you got something that'll your cooldown rate will actually be better, that you can like revive like a madman. Right here, this is just basically health. Like I said, I'm not really too worried about health. The Cataclysm right here on the right is the main one. When I'm just playing, this thing is pretty much solid green. I pretty much use all of this. Right here, increases your chance to cause static effects with fire, shock, corrosive, and slag guns. Just gives you more elemental damage, basically 36%. I can't click over there. Increases magazine size and reload speed with all weapons. I got that at 10 of 5. That's why, if you noticed on my conference call video, I said my Siren has up to 15 shots with my conference call. This is why, and the reload speed makes it a lot quicker, and it's freaking amazing. Now right here, phase lock an enemy causes a fire explosion. That's just pretty awesome. You know, who wouldn't want to phase lock somebody in that causes an explosion? Now, adds all had this right here, the Emelet, adds fire damage to all your shots fired within fight of your life. Now, that is pretty awesome because once you go down and you shoot somebody, it will cause them to catch on fire. And more times than not, if an enemy's on fire, he's going to burn down and eventually die. So that gives you a lot more chance for that second wind, and will pick yourself up pretty good. Now, like all these, like this shield one right here, be decent, but you know, I wasn't really too worried about it. Shooting an enemy creates a lingering acid cloud, dealing constant corrosive damage to enemies who touch it. Only an acid cloud can be active. Only one acid cloud can be active at a time. I like this as well because each shot, regardless of the elemental, it could be fire and it will still put corrosive damage on them. And it makes it pretty good. Corrosive will take down those bots pretty efficiently. So if you use like Skag or Slag and corrosive, it'd be pretty awesome. Now right here is the last one that I've got set. You deal increased gun damage to any enemy who has more than 50% of his health remaining. So that's awesome. If they're full health or not, you got that 40% plus gun damage, so it really helps out. So that's my skill tree. I'll go through them real quick so you guys can see them. If you've got the legendary Siren mod on, you know, you could spec it out like I do. Like I said, normally I would have one in this one just to get that to 6 of 5 from the +5 of my mod that I've got. But I was just farming with this one. So I basically wanted to have pretty much all of my gun abilities like damage, reload speed, stuff like that. But I wanted this more than anything, which was that instant revive a friend and fight for your life. If I had the chance, I would probably take one out of this and make that 5 of 5 and put one right here in this bad boy, and it'd be perfect. Actually, I couldn't because that would make that the same as this. So I'd have to take one out of something. I'm not really sure what I'd have to do, but I would always recommend using at least one skill point on these. So that's the skill tree if you guys want to see that. Now right here is my badass rank. A lot of people ask me 17,021. I have those two characters that I'm on 2.5 playthrough, but I don't ever increase maximum health. Like I said earlier, maximum health means nothing in Borderlands. Shield capacity, the shield is where it's at. You want your shield capacity to be as high as you can. You want your shield rate to be as fast as possible. And you want that delay from the time it's depleted to the time it starts to recharge to be as little as possible. Now, I like to do gun damage down here. You can see all the ones that are 9s are pretty much the ones I usually go for. So, yeah, maximum health 6. Grenade damage, I've never done that at all because I don't really use grenades. But, yeah, that's my Siren, guys. I'll show you the legendaries that I've got real quick with it. I've got every single one of these I've got dropped except for the Shred of Fire. Somebody dropped it for me the other day. I'd never seen one. Nobody really knows where to get this gun, but I've got one and it's a pretty cool gun. But I'll just go through them and kind of show you guys. I got the B on for farming, got the bonus package. I'm using the rare loot drop. I never had this relic before until I got the Necromancer, and that put me in the Premier Club or whatever, and it gave me that, so I started using it. I honestly don't think it does anything. I don't notice a difference in drops. I actually started getting less once I had it, so yeah, I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot of legendaries that I've got all recorded, so you guys will be able to look at that. I got a few grenade mods. I got a extra B shield here for anybody, and then I got all the other legendaries in my vault or my bank or whatever. Logan's gun, the Gub, the Baby Maker, Mongol, the Invader, the Striker. Most of them that are in here are ones that I've already posted. Get them out of the way. Now all these I have 2 more different legendary shields on my other character that I don't even have in here. I've got pretty much all of them. Here's the Neogenator, Impeller, Fabled Tortoise, the Cradle, the Black Hole. Then I had on me the Bee and the Hydotermorphous. I've got the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot on my other account, and the Flame of the Firehawk, which you get from a mission. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little thing of my Siren. A lot of people's been asking, so I figured I would show you guys. If you want to see that Necromancer, let me know. And yeah, guys, I hope it helped, and I hope your Siren's a beast. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.